Today, I'll explain the concept of law of waiver, a very important principle in legal practice. Waiver means the voluntarily giving up of a legal right. Although waiver is not defined in a single provision, but it is recognized under the Indian Contract Act 1872. Waiver is the intentional relinquishment of a known right. This means when a person knows that they have a legal right but choose not to enforce it, it treated as waiver. There are three essential conditions must be satisfied to enforce law of waiver. Existence of a legal right. The person must have a valid enforceable right. The second is knowledge of that right. The person must be aware. The person must clearly giving up that right expressly or by conduct. There are two forms of waiver. The first one is express waiver, when a person clearly states that they are going to giving up of their right by signing a legally enforceable document. The second is implied waiver, when your conduct shows that you have no interest in enforcing your right. For example, not objecting or remaining silent when an action could be taken. Important principle you must know. Waiver is based on conduct and intentions. Even if there is no written agreement, your actions can show that you have waived your right. There are few limitations as well. No, not all rights can be waived. Fundamental rights in some cases and rights involving public interest cannot always be waived. For example, there are two persons A and B, and they are the owners of a plot of land. After some time, A plans to sell the entire property without the consent of B, and A sold it to another person. Now, in that period, B did not object anything. He remained silent, and after that he filed a lawsuit against A by stating that A did not take his consent and sell the property. But the court ruled that remained silent during that period by knowing that A is going to sell the property. So sometimes you don't lose your right in court. You lose them by your own actions. We have learned this from this example. Thank you.